Right now, the biggest problem with the Jaguars is a lot of problems. It's actually not just Trevor Lawrence. A lot of people will say automatically it's Trevor Lawrence. I don't think it's just Trevor Lawrence. I think there's a lot of problems going on. But with that being said, let's go ahead and fix one of those issues. And I think Trevor Lawrence is definitely somewhat to blame. So we are adding the best quarterback from the history of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and that is Mark Brunell. And we're adding him to the 2024 Jaguars. Currently, the Jags in real life are 0-4, and they really just need a spark. They need something positive here. And I feel like Mark Brunell could be that kind of, what's the mentality? Beacon of hope? Something like that. I feel like he could be that beacon of hope. So let's just see what ends up happening. Week 1, they play the Miami Dolphins. In real life, they would lose this game to Tua. And in this franchise, they also lose. Now, we will do 2 different simulations. The first simulation right here. Second one we're going to do after we get done the first one. This is because whenever you input a player into Madden, sometimes for whatever reason, it does go ahead and glitch and mess up. And it just, it messes up is in the fact of they don't do that good. They just do absolutely horrendous. Then you might go back and then do it again, and they do great. So it's really just random. You already know that Madden franchise mode, everything is 50-50. But so far, the Jacksonville Jaguars just beat the 7-0 Eagles, are currently 7-2. So really thought this was going to be a bad sim for him. And okay, well, going into the bye, they're now 7-4. But they still own the AFC South, so that's actually a positive. Why am I going team schedule? Here we go. So moving forward, they play the Texans, Titans, Jets, Raiders, Titans, Colts. They're definitely going to be a playoff team, in my opinion, in this franchise. I say in my opinion because you never know. My faith is they will be a playoff team, but some of those games could be really tough, especially because the divisional games. But let's see. You know what? I'm at faith. That they're going to make the playoffs. Right now, they do own the AFC South, so they are kind of controlling that at the moment in time. But the Texans are right on their heels. And they did lose to the Texans, so now they drop below them. This is why I had that smidge of no faith, is because they did have to play 2 divisional matchups back to back, and then they had to play the Jets, who currently are very good. They have to play the Raiders, and they beat the Raiders. Now they play 2-13 Titans, and they finish it off. So their ending of their schedule is really just division. That is insane. And they missed the playoffs. That's why I had little faith. Because I know Madden too well, and I know when they could potentially miss the playoffs. 9-8 in the end, after starting off so good and looking so good. Oh, that's so frustrating. It really is. 4th ranked offense. What were they defensively? Defensively 18th. So defense was definitely a problem. Alright, so let's go back and let's do a sim again. And let's see how this goes. Hopefully it goes very well, because that first one did not. 9-8. I don't know. In real life, you gotta look at it in real life. Trevor Lawrence is probably gonna take that team to 4 wins this season. With how bad they're looking, I'm expecting maybe a 4-win season for the Jaguars this year. So it's very possible that, 9 wins is not going to happen for the Jags this year. I'll tell you that right now. So again, overall wise, this is probably a lot better, but let's just do a second sim. Let's make sure, dot our I's, cross our T's, that, something better could not have happened. Let's just go. There we go. I don't know. Tonight I just can't speak for some reason. My brain's just not clicking with words. But let's see how this ends up going out. Week 18 here. And the Jaguars are a playoff team in this sim. And they are 10-7, and they win the AFC South. So 10-7, you got the South champion here. Started off 0-2, went on a humongous winning streak, lost one, kind of came back, one loss. Okay, and what did we look like for playoffs? So Dolphins in the playoffs, Jets are in the playoffs, and the Bills are in the playoffs. Everyone from the AFC East made it except for the Patriots. Whew, yeah. All right, sorry for the cut real fast, but let's go ahead and take a look at stats. Mark Brunell, 27 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 4,000 yards. Trevor Etienne, 1,200 yards on the ground and 11 touchdowns. Christian Kirk, 1,200 yards and 14 touchdowns. Interesting. Josh Hines did have 11 sacks and a lot better than our first sim. Literally one game better, actually. This one game difference is what caused everything to go the opposite way. No MVP race for Mark Brunell, but let's just see how this ends up shaking out. Texans 9-8, Jags 10-7. They win that game. Okay. Listen, I had faith that they would lose, but that's beside the point. All right, Chiefs game. Okay, I'm thank God I don't bet. Thank God I don't bet because I'll be honest with you, I had zero faith in that one. I had zero faith in that one. I really did not think that they were going to win that game. All right. Championship, Ravens, and they lost. Okay, well, I mean, they made it to the championship, okay? They made it to the championship, lost to the Ravens. I feel like that's still a really good run. They lost by 21 points. Okay, they got killed. It's a thing. You know, they didn't really fight back in the end there, but hey, they did their best. Dak Prescott won MVP, and yeah. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.